Details reveal what Juan Soto is looking for in a contract, and the New York Yankees appear out on Soto. What's going on, Met fans? Welcome back, and I am Ray as always. If you like our content, please like and subscribe, but let's get right into it. A lot of new details were leaked today in regard to Juan Soto. Something that just came out from BR Walkoff very recently caught me very by surprise. Let me pop it up for you guys right here. Here is the report from them. Aaron Judge says he hasn't spoken to Juan Soto since the World Series. Quote from Juan Soto: I think the best thing is to really give those guys space. I've talked to him all season. He knows how we feel about him. To me, that is just beyond strange. You see the New York Mets breaking out, Francisco Lindor meeting Steve Cohen and company, David Stearns out in California, but Aaron Judge is not going to fly to California with Hal Steinbrenner to make his pitch. Does he know something that we don't know? I find that very odd. You would think that Aaron Judge would say, he is my Robin to me being Batman. I need him in this lineup, because if he is not in this lineup, we're looking to going back to a 2023 lineup where he had no protection. The New York Yankees have no first baseman, where depending on where Chisholm plays, either second or third baseman, and they need an outfielder. They are just have holes all over the place. And you would think Aaron Judge would prioritize Juan Soto returning. I wonder if Aaron Judge met with the Steinbrenners. Maybe they feel they're not totally involved. We saw earlier today a report coming out that some people would think the Red Sox are just not a favorite to land him. They'd be very surprised if the Red Sox end up landing Juan Soto. It really looks like it's going to be between the Mets and the Yankees. Yes, the Phillies have stuck their hat in the ring. Right now, I'm not taking them as serious. Same with the Dodgers. I feel like if the Dodgers really wanted Juan Soto, they would have been one of those initial teams to get him. Now, let's get to the second part of that intro. Earlier today, we had a report. It was also reported by Hector Gomez. Let me pull it up for you guys right here. It's in Spanish. I'll help you translate it, but this is from Martino Peptin. Juan Soto's looking for a 12 to 14-year contract, about $45 million a year, which is what we reported earlier this offseason. When I look at that, that seems to be right on par. What I wasn't expecting is the leaks are coming out that Juan Soto's looking for multiple outs in the contract, an opt-out potentially after year 3 and after year 4, which that surprises me a little bit. If I'm the New York Mets, I'm willing to make the long-term investment in you. You need to make that long-term investment in us. I don't want them to say, well, we have Soto locked, so we're not going to prioritize maybe the corner outfield slots in the draft or an international pool because we're locked in with Brandon Nimmo and Juan Soto for a while. For me, it's you're either in or you're out. If Juan Soto is going to be given 12 to 14 years of $45 million plus, I don't want to see him becoming a free agent again when he's 28, 29, 30 years old. If I'm invested in you, you are invested in me, and that's how I look at it from a New York Mets perspective. Now, more details I'm sure are going to come out how these meetings went. I think the Mets are going to meet with him again prior to the winter meetings. And that is what John Heyman hinted at. Very surprised because we saw a lot of free agents sign after the winter meetings, closer to January, closer to the new year. A lot of free agents didn't sign until the season already started last year, a la Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, and it really hurt them long-term. I'm wondering if Soto wants this to be finished. I'm thinking Scott Boras also wants this to be finished because he has Pete Alonso and he has other agents that he needs to get contracts done for. And it seems as though, think about it, free agency started nearly a month ago, and pretty much nobody signed because everybody is waiting for Juan Soto to sign. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Am I being a little bit reading too much into all of this in regard to, Aaron Judge not even having a meeting with Soto, not even speaking to him over the phone? How crazy is that when you think about that? If you want the guy so badly on your team, what the hell are you doing not calling him? Not going out and meeting with the Steinbrenner, showing you're all in. I am part of the investment. That tells me the Yankees are not as serious as we thought. Maybe what we heard last offseason when Cashman and Steinbrenner were saying we can't continue to spend at this rate. It's quote unquote not sustainable. Now you have Soto getting a massive bump up to around $45 million a year, a huge commitment of 12 to 14 years that would lock him in. There's also a lot of teams out there that don't like having multiple guys on these massive contracts. Think about it. The Dodgers have Betts, Freeman, Ohtani. Now you potentially add Soto. You have Stanton, which has bit the Yankees up into a couple postseasons. But overall, the contract I don't think is a great contract. You have Aaron Judge long-term. You have Cole long-term. A lot of teams don't like to get all these massive contracts. You see Philadelphia, they got Bryce Harper long-term, Trey Turner long-term. So a lot of these teams have guys locked in really long-term. When you look at the Mets, yes, Nimmo's got a few years left, but really only Francisco Lindor is that ultra long-term contract. But they signed that with him when he was in his mid-20s. So it's not as bad as these contracts of these 30-year-olds. That's why Soto's going to get this massive 12 to 14-year contract. I hope it gets done soon. I want to see free agency move along. We've heard of this drama for weeks now. Let me know where you think Soto's going to end up. Am I reading too much into this Aaron Judge stuff? And would you be willing to give Soto the opt-outs? That's a huge thing in a contract. If he can only play for you for 3 or 4 years, you might be looking for a new right fielder after that. So who knows? But we'll continue to bring these updates, friends. Thanks again for hanging out. Again, if you like what you're seeing here, like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.